Getting Things Done: The Art of Stress-Free Productivity by David Allen, 2001. Part 1: The Art of Getting Things Done. You must first understand that your mind is for having ideas, not holding them, and that the primary reason you feel overwhelmed is that you are using your head as an office instead of your office as your head. Allen explains that most stress you experience comes from inappropriately managed commitments you make to yourself and others, and the constant incomplete agreements that your mind tracks create a psychic load that drains your energy and focus. The fundamental principle of GTD is that you need to get everything out of your head and into a trusted external system that you review regularly. This allows your mind to relax because it knows that everything it needs to remember is captured and will be handled appropriately. The goal is not just to get more done, but to achieve a state of relaxed, focused productivity where you can be present and effective without the weight of unfiled obligations. You must understand the basics of the GTD method before you can implement it. The method rests on the idea that productivity is a result of having clear agreements with yourself about what you are doing and when you are doing it. Allen introduces the 5 stages of mastering workflow: collect, process, organize, review, and do. These stages form the backbone of everything that follows, and you cannot skip any of them if you want the system to work. The key insight is that your ability to be productive is directly proportional to your ability to relax, and that only happens when you have a complete and current inventory of all your commitments. You learn that there are 4 criteria for choosing actions in the moment: context, time available, energy available, and priority. You also learn about the 6-level model for reviewing your work, from current actions all the way up to your life's purpose, ensuring that what you do each day aligns with what matters most. Part 2: Practicing Stress-Free Productivity. You must master the collection phase by capturing everything that has your attention, anything that is incomplete or unprocessed, into a trusted system outside your mind. Allen explains that your brain has limited RAM, and when you try to hold too many things in consciousness, your processing power slows down and you experience overwhelm. Collection means gathering every open loop from every area of your life: work tasks, personal errands, creative ideas, things you need to buy, conversations you need to have. Nothing is too small or too large to capture, because your mind tracks everything regardless of its importance. The tools for collection can be physical inboxes, notebooks, digital apps, or voice recorders, as long as they are ubiquitous, easy to use, and emptied regularly. The key is to get everything out of your head and into a place where you can process it later, trusting that nothing will be forgotten. You must master the processing phase by clarifying exactly what each captured item means and what you are going to do about it. Processing follows a strict workflow. Start from the top of your inbox, take one item at a time, never put anything back, and finish each item before moving to the next. For each item you ask, is it actionable? If not, you either trash it, incubate it for possible later action, or file it as reference material. If it is actionable, you decide the very next physical action required to move it forward, and if that action will take less than 2 minutes, you do it immediately. For actions taking longer than 2 minutes, you either delegate them to someone else or defer them to be organized for later action. This rigorous processing ensures that nothing remains ambiguous and that every commitment has a clear path forward. You must master the organizing phase by putting the results of your processing into a trusted system with clear categories. Allen introduces the key buckets for organizing your commitments. Your calendar holds only time-specific actions and appointments, the things that must happen on a specific day or time. Your next actions lists hold all the physical actions you need to take on your various projects, organized by context such as calls, errands, computer tasks, or home tasks. Your projects list holds any outcome that requires more than one action step and will be completed within the next year. Your someday maybe list holds ideas and possibilities you are not committing to now but do not want to forget. Your reference system holds all the information you might need, but that requires no action. Each of these buckets has a specific purpose, and keeping them distinct prevents confusion and overwhelm. You must master the reviewing phase by regularly updating and refreshing your system to keep it current and trustworthy. The weekly review is the most critical practice in GTD, the time when you get current and clear by processing all your loose ends, reviewing your projects and next actions, and looking ahead to the coming weeks. Alan emphasizes that the weekly review is not optional. It is the glue that holds the entire system together and ensures that you can trust your system completely. During the weekly review, you gather and process all your notes and collected materials, review your calendar and upcoming events, review your projects and ensure each has a next action, and review your someday maybe list for items that might now be ready to activate. This review keeps your system alive and responsive to your changing priorities. You must master the doing phase by making the best choices in the moment about what to do next. With a trusted system in place, you can focus on executing rather than remembering. Alan provides 3 models for making action choices in the moment. The 4 criteria model helps you choose actions based on context, time available, energy available, and priority. The 3-fold model helps you choose between doing predefined work, doing work as it shows up, and defining your work through planning and organizing. The 6-level model helps you review your commitments from the ground up, from current actions at the bottom to your life purpose at the top, ensuring alignment between your daily activities and your deepest values. With these models and a trusted system, you can confidently choose what to do at any moment, knowing that nothing important is falling through the cracks. Part 3. The power of the key principles. You must understand that the GTD method creates change on multiple levels, from basic productivity to profound personal transformation. Alan shares stories of people who have implemented the method and found not just increased efficiency, but reduced stress, greater clarity, and more space for creativity and connection. When you no longer carry the mental burden of incomplete commitments, you free up cognitive resources for higher-level thinking and deeper engagement with life. The method works because it aligns with how your brain naturally operates, providing structure for the parts of your life that need structure, so that the rest of your life can be spontaneous and creative. The ultimate benefit is not just getting more done, but experiencing a new relationship with your work and your life, one characterized by relaxed control and peaceful productivity. You must apply the GTD method to your specific circumstances, adapting it to your personality, your work, and your life. Alan emphasizes that the method is not rigid but flexible, a set of principles that can be implemented in countless ways depending on your needs. Whether you use paper or digital tools, whether you have a simple life or a complex one, whether you are an executive or a student or a parent, the core practices of collecting, processing, organizing, reviewing, and doing apply. The key is to implement the method fully enough that your system becomes truly trusted, because partial implementation leaves gaps that your mind will still need to track. You are encouraged to start with one area of your life, get it completely under control, and then expand the method to other areas until your entire life is supported by a trusted system. You must understand the GTD method as a lifelong practice rather than a one-time fix. Alan explains that the world will keep generating new inputs, new commitments, new opportunities, and new distractions, and your system must be maintained to handle the ongoing flow. The weekly review is not just for catching up, but for resetting your relationship with your commitments, ensuring that you stay current rather than falling behind. As you practice the method over time, it becomes habitual, requiring less conscious effort while delivering more consistent results. The ultimate goal is to reach a state where your mind is clear and your focus is sharp, where you can engage fully with whatever you are doing because you know that everything else is captured and will be handled appropriately. This is the art of stress-free productivity, and it is available to you through consistent application of these principles. To show love and appreciation, Like, share, and subscribe.